Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 21st to the 27th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by more people, which gets the message of spirit out to more people. So, thank you so very much for doing so. And if you are interested in purchasing a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's listed in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Fantastic. Okay. Just fix our crown chakra right there. So we are crowned with the Queen of Cups reverse, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If we have water sign energy in our chart, if we have water sign energy in our life, it can be complicated. It can be intense. We can find these people to be wishy-washy on things. We can want things to be more decisive, more straightforward. And we can also want things to be more decisive, more straightforward or concise. When it comes to love or what we're passionate about, we can be a little bit rigid during this time. So just being mindful about that during this week, we can find it difficult to trust our hearts or to open up our hearts or to say, I'm following my heart. And because we're finding it difficult to say that, we can become more like, okay, what are the rules? What's the logic behind it all? What's the way that I should be doing things, or what's the way everybody else is doing things? And then use that as our template instead of using our own emotions and our own connection. So just being aware of that this week is going to be really important. We can also feel overwhelmed, like I have to do this and I have to do that, and when is it going to be my time? So being aware of this is also going to be important. We can also have love going on in the background, like in the back of our head, like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to fall in love or strengthen my, love with my partner or whatever it is. And it's like, how do I bring that to the forefront? How do I have that come forward? Can be a question we're asking ourselves. It then moves us to the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is slowly and steadily moving forward to what we want. And one of the beautiful things here is that our angels are guiding us. We're moving into the mist, right? The mist of Avalon to, the Isle of Avalon with these Llewellyn cards, which are the first cards I ever use when doing readings for you all on YouTube. So here there's this beautiful sense of I'm moving forward towards so much more, but I'm also moving forward towards my destiny, towards what my heart desires when I might not even know this myself. So that's a very beautiful thing. We then have the world reverse. This isn't about everybody else. This is about you. And this is a week to look at things and say, it's not about everybody else. It's about me, which we're going to have a bit of difficulty with. Absolutely. Here, Gemini. But there's also a sense of like what everybody else says, what everybody else does. We might be like, that's boring. It's boring. I'm not into this. I don't like this. I don't want XYZ, type of thing. What is it that I want for me? What is it that I'm moving forward for me? So instead of focusing on the universe out there, right, we focus on the small universe within ourselves. We focus on our healing. We focus on our connection. We focus on our power. And it brings us then to the Chariot. Now, this is Cancer energy, again, water sign energy right here. So that's important to note that we have both the Queen of Cups and the Chariot reverse. Emotions can be all over the place. They can be all over the place for us, but they can be all over the place for others that we're interacting with. So that's going to be important to see. We also need to rein in our emotions and say, what do I want? Because we can be a little bit scattered, a little bit like, again, all over the place. And we're kind of calling ourselves out on this and being like, okay, how do I need to move forward? We could also find that Cancer time period from June 21st to July 22nd was a lot faster or a lot more scattered or a lot more like, kind of all over the place than we thought it was going to be. So being aware of that is important as well. With the Six of Pentacles reverse, we need to make sure we're balancing things. We need to make sure we're balancing our finances. We need to make sure we're balancing what we value as much as money. We need to make sure that we're finding balance, because it will be very easy during this week to have things go in one extreme or another, or just to feel off kilter, like I've never quite gotten my footing, and we can go the whole week feeling that way. And Spirit's like, don't do that. We then have the Wheel of Fortune. Everything is changing. We are going to be opening ourselves up to a new way of seeing things, a new power of moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune is our fortune is changing. And it brings us then to, I like that, to the Four of Cups. It's like our fortune is changing and we're no longer seeing ourselves as having to fix a problem that can be unfixable, or it's like it's not yet. It's time to look at what spirit has brought us forward and said, or has brought forward to us and said to us, what about this? What about moving forward this way? What about this guidance? What about this insight? And with the Wheel of Fortune, we're entering into a new season. And we're going to see that for ourselves quite profoundly during this week, is that we're entering into a new season of what we want for our lives and what we want from ourselves and how we want to move forward. And we're leaving behind a lot of emotional messiness that wasn't right. It just wasn't right for us. And it's like I'm setting myself free from the internal emotional messiness, the external emotional messiness. I can say these words. And I'm finding balance within myself. But balance during this week is going to be really important because we'll tend to go to extremes, right? We'll be all work and then all home and then all this and then all that. And what will happen is resentment will just start to build and build and build. We won't have a balance of us anywhere. It moves us to our spirit message. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, please put a sun in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So good luck to everyone. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is the heron, which I actually think, I don't know if herons live in New England, but I think I saw a heron at a lake recently, which is really cool. Okay, so let go of convention and follow your own unique path. Well, that would fit. I love that for you too, Gemini, because letting go of the convention of the world and following your unique path is very much what the universe is saying here, where there's a real sense of let go, let go of how we think we're supposed to be. As long as you come from a place of love, of kindness, of compassion, do no harm type of thing, and you let yourself embrace your heart and embrace your talent and say, this can be somebody's opinion. It doesn't have to be mine. That's going to be really important. And seeing the unique way that your world opens up to you. Because our world, when we think of our world, we can automatically go to work, like, oh, this is what I do. It has to be unique. It has to be this. It has to be that. What if it's just living a beautiful life? And I don't mean just in a flippant way. I mean, just in a way where it's like, well, that's just it. That's just who I am. And having this beautiful, calm, existence is fantastic. I'm just going to take a sip of water. Oh, I'm sorry. I do apologize. Okay, so let's see here what our chakra energy is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is dreams. Okay, so we can have a bit of a difficulty sleeping during this week. If we do already have difficulty sleeping, just be mindful of it during this time. Try to, do nighttime yoga, which I always thought, like, why would I want to do yoga before I go to bed? It's just like dreaming exercises. But it is. It's breathing exercises. It's, calming exercises to really help us open up to our dreams. Then our dreams are going to have a lot of information for us, but we can feel a bit overwhelmed by everything and just like sensory overload. But having a really good dream, I'm telling you, here, Gemini, we're going to be like, oh my God, that was such a good dream. Oh my gosh, that was so intuitive, or that really helped me work out these problems. So just really connecting with our third eye chakra, tapping over our third eye can also be highly beneficial. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have the Six of Wands reverse. Be mindful of not celebrating ourselves, okay? And especially since we now have 3 sixes that have shown up. 6 is the most nurturing of the numbers. I know 666, right? The number of the beast, but 6, it divinely showing up 3 times, is Spirit's message for us to take care and nurture us, to take care and nurture, our world, ourselves. It's not just nurturing everybody else, because we'll have that tendency, but it's also, making time, carving out time to connect with who we are, how we're moving forward, how we embrace our love, how we embrace our passion of existence. So that's going to be a really important thing. With the Queen of Cups reverse, this can also be, emotional manipulation that we can be dealing with. People trying to guilt us one way or another, or us just feeling guilty about something, feeling overwhelmed, not letting us heal. But again, having a bit of difficulty trusting our heart and letting us move forward in love, that's going to be really important for this week as well. It's like, trust in your heart, move forward in love, and you'll be surprised where it takes you. With the Six of Swords, it takes you to a place you hadn't realized you wanted to go or needed to go. It takes you on an adventure, and it's the adventure of yourself. And it starts to open up doors. It starts to have you seeing things differently. It starts to, saying, I'm meant to stand out. If you've stumbled across this channel, if you're here, you're meant to stand out. You're not meant to blend in. And as we move forward, and as you stand out, you don't blend in. You're looking at the universe within yourself, not the universe externally. So here with the universe, it's like, connect with the inner you, know the stardust runs through your veins, know that you are powerful, and you are beautiful, and we're like a star. We're here and we get to burn bright, and then we're on to the next adventure. So being aware of this is just so important. With the Chariot reverse, do not let everybody else's emotions, kind of like come at us, like, kind of like just bombard us. But also with the Chariot, it's like, let's make sure that our own emotions aren't just like in this free fall, which they can be right now. It's like things can be emotionally intense, and we're like, I don't know which way to look, or I don't know how to handle all of this. Also, apathy, just like, is fine, type of thing. When it comes to the Chariot, it's like, that's a part of us dealing with way too much emotions coming at us. So being aware of that is important as well. It moves us to the Six of Pentacles. We need things to be balanced. And we also are going to see that things aren't necessarily balanced within ourselves, within our work, within what we value as much as money. We're kind of selling ourselves short, or we're burning the candle at both ends, and then we're not doing as good a job as we would want to. So just being aware of that is going to be a very important thing. We need the balance back. We need the harmony back within ourselves. Also, whenever things are out of balance for a Gemini, right, our twin energy comes forward, and it's like, well, it's all this or it's all that, or I all have to be this way. And we need that balance within us, because we have a duality to us that needs to be seen, that we ourselves need to see. The Wheel of Fortune, everything is changing. Everything's changing. We're entering into a new season where we're discovering, we're learning, we're embracing, we're moving forward, and we're coming out of a rut. We're coming out of a rut, and Spirit is going to take us on a wild adventure that we're like, when it first starts, we're going to be like, that's not what I planned. That's not what I want. That's so annoying. Or we're going to get so like frustrated. But here it's like, oh, it's exactly what I needed, and it's kind of like afterwards we're like, oh yeah, okay. When we look back, it's like, oh, okay. I see what you did there. Thank you. Our subconscious spirit message is the goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. Your journey begins today. And I love that for you. I love that for you, Cancer. Your dreams are calling you to action. And, it begins today. It begins today to move forward in your presence and in your power. Psychic development, here again with the third eye chakra being reversed, tapping the third eye chakra, just doing meditation exercises that open up our third eye, or that calm us down to be able to even receive the messages from our third eye. Because our world is so crazy, it's so busy, it's so intense that we can just forget. Like, we can forget, like, oh, I need to take care of me, and I need to check in to my body and to myself. And with psychic development, when it comes to the psychic, when it comes to the esoteric, people can get really weird about things. And so here, it's like, I need to step into developing me psychically, spiritually, empathically, emotionally. And I need to move forward into that power and into that existence of myself. And that is going to be a very important thing. And that is a very, very big thing for us to say, I'm willing to open up my third eye. I'm willing to open up me and connect with spirit. And we can say, you know what? No, thank you. I'm going to keep this blocked. And that's great. It's our journey. It's our way of moving forward. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. And be mindful here, Gemini, you're coming out of a tower time. And when you come out of a tower time, it's hard to remember, oh, I'm out of it, right? I'm not in this anymore. I'm not weighed down by this, collapsed by this, overwhelmed by this. And so here with the tower, we are releasing. And we are finding out, and we're discovering how to rebuild after such intensity. So being aware of that is going to be super important. We're not in the London Bridge is falling down stage anymore. And that's important to know for us. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the moon, which is Pisces energy, right? Also on the 21st is the full moon. So that comes through very powerfully. We're starting this whole entire week with the power of the full moon in Capricorn coming forward. This is also Pisces energy, a time frame of February 19th to March 20th. But this is facing our fears. And during this time and during this week, and for for a good part of, I want to say not just this week, but for a good part of Leo time frame, like we're calling on to that strength energy, we're going to find that we face fears and we're not holding back anymore. We're not, we're not doubting ourselves anymore or apologizing for our existence. It's like, yeah, this is what I'm scared of. It's overwhelming. I might always be scared of it, but I'm not stopping living my life, and I'm not stopping being me, and I'm not stopping, going after what I desire. You don't have to agree with me. That's great, but I agree with me, and I move forward in love, compassion, and kindness. And if more people did that in this world, it would be an astounding thing. All right. All right, Gemini, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. Gemini, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.